So the other options which we can think about also in month 3, because there are a lot of options, but I will try to iterate the logic in which I'm trying to identify the option when I finish analyzing all the options for you. So the other option I came up with, which is option 4, is to meet the demand of what? Month 1 in the best possible way, and try to produce what is required in what? Month 2 and 3 in what? Month 3. So if you look at all the previous options that we have done, we have analyzed all the options because backordering is allowed to, and this is a relaxed optimization problem where we can think about, maybe we can decide to produce what is required in month 1, 2, and 3. What? Month 1, that was our first option. And the second option was to say, let's produce, how about if you think about producing what is required in month 1, 2, and 3 in what? Month 2, and then produce in month 1 and 3. The third option that we did was to say, how about if you produce what is required in month 1, 2, and 3 in what? Month 3. And the reason why we can think about all these lot of options, actually option 2 and option 3, is because backordering is allowed. Because with backordering being allowed, it gives us an opportunity to backorder the demand of some set of months. So that's why we're able to think about that kind of, those set of 3 options. So the other option we can think about, just like the previous example we did before lockdown, we can think about option where we say, how about if we meet the demand of month 1 in the best possible way? And because we can use the solution that we got in stage 1, and now consider it in this option to get the solution of this other option. How about if we meet the demand of month 1 in the best possible way, and go ahead and produce what is required in what? Month 2 and 3 in what? Month 2. We can consider that option. And that is what this option 4 is saying, to say, meet the demand of month 1 in the best possible way. And remember, when we meet the demand of month 1 in the best possible way, we only produce what? 80. And that is what this 80 that you are seeing here is saying. That is what this 80 that you are seeing there is saying. Trying to meet the demand of what? Month 1 in the best possible way. And trying to meet the demand of what? Month 2 and month 3 in what? Month 2, which is why you are seeing 100 there, because meeting demand of month 2 and 3 in month 2, that means you want to produce 60 plus 40 in month 2, which is 60 plus 40, which is what? 100, as you can see. Then that means in month 3 you are not producing anything, because you would have met the demand of month 3 in what? Month 2. So that is what the option 4 is saying. That's why you have 80, 100, what? 0. And based on that now, we can do the analysis, meet the demand of month 1 in the best possible way, which the solution of meeting demand of month 1 in the best possible way, if you go back to your stage 1, because you get the best option of meeting demand of month 1 in the best possible way, the best option was what? The best option solution was what? 460. And that is what you are seeing here, which is this 460, because you just go to stage 1 and go and pick it. So, and that is what you are seeing here. So you have that 460 plus, now you want to meet the demand of month 2 and 3 in what? Month 2. So you are producing 100 units in month 2. So don't forget, in month 2 you are producing, so you incur a set of cost of month 2, which is 40. And that is what? 40. You are producing 100 units, that will give you 100 times. What is the production cost per unit for month 2, which is what? $4 per unit. And that's why you have 100 times 4, as you can see in the slide. That's why you have this 100 times 4. I think it's very clear. Then from there, we have produced 100 times 4, which is the production cost. So out of this 100 that we produce in month 2, you don't forget you release 60 to meet the demand of month 2. It means that out of the 100, you'll be carrying over what? 40. You'll be left with 40, which you are holding, which you need to carry over. So that means you are going to incur an inventory cost per unit of what? Of 2 in month 2 for holding 40 units. So if you hold 40 units, the total inventory cost you are going to be incurring is what? 40 times what? 2, which is this. 40 times 2, which is this. So which is what you are seeing for this option 4. So then from there now, you are able to simplify this. That will give you 460 plus 40 plus 100 times 4 plus 40 times 2. If you simplify it, that will give you what? 980. So that means the production cost solution for this option 4, which is to meet the demand of month 1 in the best possible way and try to produce what's required in month 2 and 3. Month 2 is what? $980. Then from there now, let's look at other options. Don't forget, I can also extrapolate some other options from even option 4. I could have also think about meeting the demand of month 1 in the best possible way and go ahead and produce what is required in month 2 and month 3 in what? Month 3, instead of producing it in month 2. And that is what this option 5 is saying. which is saying meet the demand of month 1 in the best possible way, which is this 80, because the best possible way that we used to meet the demand of month 1 in the best possible way was 80, which we did in stage 1. Then we are not producing anything in month 2, we produce what is required in month 2 and 3, what? Month 3. And that's this 100 you are seeing here. So that is what this option 5 is saying. So if you try to find the solution for this, meet the demand of month 1 in the best possible way, you check your stage 1 solution, the solution cost of meeting meeting the demand of month 1 in the best possible way. The solution cost gives us what? 460, which is this 460, as you can see. This 460. Then don't forget we are not producing month 2, so that means we are backordering the demand of what? Month 2, and we are producing what is required in month 2 and 3, what? Month 3. So if you do that, that will give you what? 100 units, because you are producing month 3. You are producing month 3. Don't forget, you need to check what is the setup cost for month 3, which is $60, and that is what you are seeing here, $60 for month 3. That is the setup cost. And you are producing 100 units in month 3. The production cost per unit is in month 3 is what? $5. Produce 100 units, that will give you 100 times what? 5, which is what you are seeing here. This is what you are seeing here. So it's very clear. 100 times 5. Then from there, out of that 100, don't forget, you backordered the demand for what? Month 2 once. So you backordered it once, so it means that the cost of backordering the second month demand is what? $2, and you backordered only once, that is 2 times 1, which is 2, which is still 2, because you backordered once. So that means the backordering cost you are going to incur for backordering 60 units of transmitters for month 2, that will give you 60 times what? 2. Because the backordering cost per unit for backordering ones is what? 2. So that will give you 60 times 2, and that is what you are seeing here. That is what you are seeing here, 60 times 2. Then when you simplify this, you'll be able to get 460 plus 60 plus 100 times 5 plus 60 times 2, and that will give you what? 100 and what? 1,140, and that's the solution you are seeing here. 1,100 and what? 40. So the solution cost for this option 5, which is to meet the demand of month 1 in the best possible way and try to produce what is required in month 2 and 3 in month 3, is what? $1,140. So let's go to the 6th option. The sixth option is what you see here, which is to, I'll just explain the option to you. I'll explain the option to you for the 6th option. So the 6th option is saying you should meet the demand of, don't forget all the option 4 and 5 was trying to experiment on meeting the demand of month 1 in the best possible way and trying to use some other production mechanism to meet the demand of what? Month 2 and month 3. So option 6 is trying to experiment by saying, how about if you decide to meet the demand of month 2 in the best possible way? If you remember, meeting the demand of month 2 in the best possible way and producing what is required in month 3, that is what option 6 is saying. So if you remember, to meet the demand of month 2 in the best possible way, if you remember, the solution option that gave us, if you go back to your stage 2, the solution that gave us that best way of meeting the demand of month 2 in the best possible way was what? 0,140. If you look at it, if you go back to your stage 2, based on what I've said in the explanation, that 0,140, which was the best solution for stage 2, the cost solution gave us 680. Note it. So if you want to meet the demand of month 2 in the best possible way, which is this 0,140, and that's what I'm bringing back here in option 6, because the matrix option of meeting the demand of month 2 in the best possible way is 0,140, and that's what I'm writing here, and try to meet the demand of what? Month 3, and that is this 40 that you are seeing here. That is the 40 you are seeing here. So, and that's how I wrote this 0,140, because this 0,140 is the solution option of meeting the demand of what? Month 2 in the best possible way, which I got by checking my solution of what? Stage 2. Because don't forget, we said dynamic programming computation is a recursive computation where you check the result of your stage 2 and it's used in the next stage. which is stage 3 or stage 4, depending on the case. But we are using the result of stage 2 now in stage 3, which is meeting the demand of month 2 in the best possible way. And when we check it there, it's 0,140, and that's what I'm writing down here to give me my solution matrix. So which is 0,140, and trying to meet the demand of what? Month 3 in what? Month 3, which is producing 40 units in what? Month 3. And that's how I got that. I think it's supposed to be very clear to you. So if I do that now, I can simplify it. Meeting the demand of month 1 and meeting demand of month 2 in the best possible, which is 0,140. If you check your solution stage for this 0,140, the solution gives us what? 680. So that 680, I got it from the best way of meeting demand of month 2 in the best possible way, which is 680. I got it in stage 2, and that is the 680 you are seeing here. I think it's very clear. Then from there, I want to meet the demand of what? Month 3 in what? Month 3. So that means I need to produce 40 units in what? Month 3. So in month 3, I'm going to incur a setup cost of what? $60, as you can see in the slide on the board. So and that is the 60 you are seeing here. Then plus, I want to produce 40 units in month 3. So the production cost of producing a single unit in month 3 is what? $5 per unit. So 40 units I'm producing in month 3, that is 40 times what? 5. So based on that now, I can sum this up, which is 680 plus 60 plus 40 times 5. So the option 6 solution give me what? 940. The option 6 solution give me 940. So the option 6 solution give me 940. Then the last option, which is option 7 for this stage 3, because I'm trying to look at all the possible ways. Don't forget, so far I've experimented meeting the demand of month 1, 2, and 3 in month 1, month 1, 2, and 3 in what? Month 2, month 1, 2, and 3 in what? Month 3. Or I consider meeting demand of month 1 in the best possible way and look for the other production mechanism of meeting demand of month 2 and month 3, which is giving me this option 4 and option what? 5. I've considered the option of meeting the demand of month 2 in the best possible way and try to go ahead and produce what is required in month 3 in month 3. So the last option, which is possible, if you really think about it, is I can also have decided maybe instead of producing the whole one, instead of meeting the demand of month 1, 2, and 3 in month 1, I could have also think about how about if I meet the demand of month 1 and 2 in month 1. How about if I decide to meet the demand of month 1 and 2 in what? Month 1, and go ahead and what? Produce what is required in month 3 in month what? 3. So, and that is what you are seeing here, which is 140,0, what? 40. So it means that I'm trying to produce what is required in month 1, 2, and in month 1 and 2 in what? Month 1, because I don't have that kind of solution matrix already. If I add it, I can't write it again, but I see that I don't have that option. That's why I'm trying to write that option 7, which is to meet the demand of what? Month 1 and 2. Demand of what? Month 1 and 2 in what? Month 1. And try to meet demand of what? Month 3 in what? Month 3. And that is what you are seeing here, which is meeting demand of month 1 and 2, which is 80 plus 60, which is 140. Then in month 2, I'm not producing anything. Then I will produce something in what? Month 3 to meet the demand of month 3. And that is the last option. So if you evaluate this option, that will give you are producing 140 units in month 1. We have a set of cost of what? 60 in month 2. For producing anything in month 1, so you have 60, you are producing 140 units in month 1. That will give you 140 multiplied by the production cost of producing a single unit in month 1, which is $5 per unit. So that will give you 140 times 5. So, and that is what you are seeing here on the board, 140 times 5. I think it's very clear. Then from there, that is what you are seeing here, 140 times 5. I think it's very clear. Then from there, out of this 140, don't forget, you are going to only meet the demand of month 1 in month 1. So you are only releasing 80 in month 1. So the remaining 60, you are going to be holding it at the end of month 1. So it means that you are going to incur an inventory cost per unit of what? $2 in month 1 for holding 60 units. So that means the inventory cost you are going to incur for holding 60 units is 2 times what? 60, based on what I've explained now. Then from there, and that's what you are seeing here, which is this 2 times 60. Then from there, you now go ahead and what? Produce what is required in what? Month 3 in what? Month 3, which is producing 40 units in month 3. If you produce 40 units in month 3, the setup cost for producing in month 3, don't forget for each production stage or each production month you incur a setup cost. So you must consider it based on your option. So for producing 40 units in month 3, you incur a setup cost of what? $60 in month 3, which is the 60 plus producing that 40 units in month 3, which is the production cost per unit for month 3 is what? $5 per unit. You are producing 40 units, that will give you 40 times what? 5. So when you simplify this, and that is what you are seeing here, this 40 times 5. So when you simplify this will give you 60 plus 140 times 5 plus 2 times 60 plus 60 plus 40 times 5, and if you simplify it, that will give you what? 1140. So these are all the 7 options that you can have in your what? Stage 3. Don't forget, because this is a relaxed optimization problem, relaxed combinatorial optimization problem, the more you go into the stage, the more options you have, and you'll be able to check which of the options give you the minimum cost. So we need to check between option 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, which of the options give us the minimum cost. If you check it very well, you see that option 1, which I've wiped off, option 1 give us 1240, option 2 give us 920, option 3 give us 1240, and option 4 give us 980, as you can see on the board. Option 5 give us what? 1140, and option 6 give us 940, and option 7 give us what? 1140. So out of all these options, the option that gave us the minimum cost was option number what? 2, which is to go ahead and, which is, if you remember, that option is to meet the demand of what? Month 1, 2, and 3 in what? Month 2. Meaning that you are backordering the demand of month 1, and you have produced what is required in month 3 in what? Month 2. So that is the option 2 that gives us the best solution, which is option 2, and it gives us a solution cost of what? 920. So I'll wipe this off, then we'll go to the last stage, which is stage 4. So I will try to show you a few of the solutions, then I will leave it as I will leave some of them for you to figure out as an assignment, for you to figure out how did I obtain the solution. Then when we meet in our online teaching class, I will engage you, I will check with you whether you got the solution that I got based on the ones I'm going to leave you to do. So I'm going to do a few calculations for the stage 4, then I'll leave you with the remaining one to figure it out, then we can engage on it during the online teaching class. So I'll wipe this off now, then we'll go to stage 4.